Hello everyone, it has been a minute since I've come and just actually sat here to speak to you all. I have literally been all over the place with work. I had a week off for my birthday and it's just been a mad couple of months. So I finally sat down and I decided to jump on to do a real quick Huda Beauty foundation review of the new Easy Blur foundation and primer. I've got it on now. I've got the Easy Bake powder on as well, and I can't lie, it looks very filtered. If you want to see how it applied, the shades that I used, and yeah, just overall my opinion on it so far, then keep watching. I'm going to prep my skin the way I would prep my client's skin. I'm using the Huda Tokyo super hydrated hyaluronic acid basically. So this one is the super hyaluronic acid. It's really hydrating. It's great on everyone's skin type. I'm going to add a little bit of my Perricone MD Eyelid Lift Serum. Now, this is not what I use on my clients, just because it would run out so quickly, and it's about £95 a bottle. One of those things that I really treat myself with, but it's the one eye serum that I absolutely love on myself. In my kit, I actually do use the Huda eye and mouth serum or cream, which is also great because it's great for both areas. Gonna also add on my Huda skin plumping gel. Again, this is what I like to use on my clients. They just work so well on everybody, and they are absolutely fantastic before makeup. I always go down to my neck, bring up to the forehead. So funny though, because like I would never massage my face the way that I massage my client's face. I'm so much more gentle and take more time on my clients, but it's so important that we pamper ourselves a little every time we do our skincare. My tan has pretty much fully faded at the moment. I've still got a tan on the rest of my body. It's just my face completely washes out as soon as I get back to the UK, and I have got fake tan that has faded after like 2 days. So I got sent 3 shades. I have got Dolce de Leche, Toffee and Macchiato. These aren't my usual shade names, so I'm intrigued to see. I'll sample them on my hands. This is Dolce de Leche, which is 350G. It looks very much my skin tone actually. These shades are always so spot on. And then this is Macchiato, which is 400G. Again, probably more me when I'm slightly warmer. It's got a little bit more of a peachy tone to it. This one's a bit more golden. This is Toffee 420G, which is definitely my holiday shade. So I think I'm actually gonna go for Macchiato in the middle. I wanted to mix the two, but I'm gonna try Macchiato. Be right back. First step is gonna be the Easy Blur primer. As you can see, it's like a gel texture. This is silicone free and it is a smoothing primer. Oh, I don't know if any of you have tried Huda's previous, I think it was the gel, it was like a jelly primer. It's got the same kind of texture. Actually, it feels really nice. It feels very hydrating as well. Smoothing and hydrating. I can feel that this will help to hold product on as well. Really do love a good primer. Very excited to use this on clients as well. We're going in with the shade Macchiato. Gonna use the brush that was sent as well. This is the face-based brush from Huda, and it's a nice dense kind of dome brush. Oh, it's actually really nice. It's not as firm as I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god, that shade is literally perfect. That's a really good shade. And the texture is looking really nice on camera. Oh, it's actually very nice in person as well. It is really nice. No complaints about that so far. I like that it's not as thick a texture as the faux filter foundation, because I'm not a fan of the faux filter, so I'm just going to do what everyone's been doing and put it on one side of the face for a minute. I just want to see how it's sitting around my chin as well, because I'm someone who always wears like really glowy foundations. I just love like that real dewiness, and I'd rather just matte it down, but this feels like it's got a perfect kind of in between. It's sitting very nicely from what I can see, and I feel like it's setting nicely as well. I know it's hard to tell when my face looks this pale on one side. Really hating how bunged up I am as well. It's really annoying hearing myself, but trying it with my trusty graham cracker faux filter concealer. So this is one I use normally, and I'm gonna blend that in. If any of you guys haven't tried this concealer yet, then I highly recommend it, because it's really nice coverage but not stupidly heavy. Like, it still can be kind of blended out or used with fingers, lighter weight. It's the perfect balance of creamy but then again sets. So yep, I really enjoy this concealer. I might just add a little more so we've got a little more coverage. And also, I don't love my concealer being too bright under the eye. I'll generally use a shade that's closest to my skin or foundation, and then if I want to brighten up I will go in with a lighter one after. But I am going to do my blusher and bronzer before I come back to set the skin. But this is the new packaging of the Easy Bake powder. I really like it, and they've taken out the extra lid bit that we had before. There's just like a stopper in the lid, so it'd be easier for this to not spill everywhere and make a mess. I'm going to do the rest of my face, blusher, bronzer, and then come back to powder on camera. Coming back with all of my kind of go-to normal makeup. I've used the Huda Beauty liquid blushers. So I'm going to set the foundation now with the powder. It already does look very beautiful without setting it. It looks, I mean, you can still see my pores obviously, but it does look very flawless and very nice without powder. So I'm going to use my banana bread powder to see how this sets. And also with the new packaging, I tap it with the tip of your brush and it comes out. So right, just gonna apply the smallest amount. Oh, it does look very filtered. Wow. Under here with the powder. Bearing in mind I've only got cream products on my cheeks, so this is the only area that's going to be powdered. Let's do it on the forehead as well. I already know how much this powder works. Just intrigued to see the combo. Okay, so this is not set and this is set with the smallest amount of powder. It does look filtered, doesn't it? Yeah, it's very filtered. It's very smooth. In general, I use more glowy foundations, so I'm aware that wearing something more kind of like matte with a primer that's kind of more of a jelly base, generally I would expect this kind of finish anyway, but it definitely does what it says. Yeah, it definitely does what it says. It is filtered skin at the end of the day. What do we think? I am a fan. It's not my go-to finish of like Oh, it does look very nice. It looks really nice. It does look lovely in person. I would definitely say that the combination of the powder and the foundation, I think just no matter what, in order to get this result, it does look slightly heavier than maybe what... It doesn't look heavy though. I can't explain it. It doesn't look heavy. I just think the minute in order to get filtered skin, it needs to look matte on camera. And that's how things look filtered. So the minute you mattify on top of the smoothing primer and the smoothing foundation, it is going to give you the filtered look. And I've got my little light on as well. I would definitely say I'd use this more for an evening if I'm using the whole combination, but the foundation alone was lovely. Overall conclusion is it's maybe not a foundation that I personally would wear every day, but that's because I usually wear more of a tint and I don't wear a powder every day. Although the feeling and the look of the foundation without the powder is something I might try on a day-to-day. I just probably wouldn't set it. If you're somebody who finds that their makeup doesn't hold and just doesn't look smooth, then I think you will probably love this combination. If you're somebody who's quite oily, I think you will also like this combination. It feels like it's set nicely into the skin, but it also still feels nice on the skin, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel too tight or too much. But yeah, I'll be intrigued to see it over the next few weeks with me trying it, and I'd also really love to try this on clients, so when and where I can I will, and I will update you all on how I feel. But so far so good. Thank you so much for watching. This is a short and sweet video since I haven't been here for a minute. If you have managed to get your hands on this already and tried it, and let me know what your thoughts are. Are you loving it? Is it for you? Are you feeling the same way as me, like it's not kind of an everyday foundation? There's no doubt about the fact that Huda just smashes it every time, especially if you want like flawless, long-lasting makeup. She's definitely nailed it every time. And the combo with the concealer and the powder, everything. To be fair, I'm actually really liking it on camera. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. I hope everybody's well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Really appreciate the support that I've had so far. I know I've not been consistent, and I will try to keep up with it as much as I can, but bear with. If you notice that there's not like a weekly video, then just bear with me, please. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.